This is Jimmy.
Nuclear launch detected.
Right on.
Hey there, StarCraft fans. It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today for a Patreon cast. For the week of April the 5th, 2024, it's going to be RoyaL and Soulkey going at it here on Neo Sylphid. Another RJB replay. Top side, it's going to be our orange Terran player. It is RoyaL, recent ASL champ. And on the bottom right, it is Soulkey, the most recent ASL champ. Love this guy. So fun. Been around for so long and won an ASL. So proud of him. And he's going to be teal today. So orange versus teal for ya, a Patreon game, which just means if you're watching this the week of April the 5th, 2024, thank you so much. I love you. Thank you for supporting me at patreon.com/FalconPaladin for at least $1 a month. If you're looking for a way to support me on a monthly basis and get the most of your money to me instead of the platform that you're supporting me on, basically it's Patreon. They take like 3% of your donation. So if you're donating $1 a month, 3 cents goes to them and the rest goes to me. So yeah, thanks again for supporting me. I really do appreciate it. It is really needed at this time. So, and if you're watching this in, I don't know, late April 2024 or like early May 2024, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I am here 6 times a week with StarCraft Brood War content. Amazing stuff. Okay, so not walling with the supply depot says fast factory, doesn't it? I believe that's what that is telling us. But we'll keep an eye on what the play is here. Hatching it up here at about, I don't know, 10, 11 supply, somewhere's around there. Is Soulkey, nothing too crazy. We'll see the gas timing. Gas timing tells you a lot of what a Terran player is trying to do. But I gotta get this barracks out. You know what? If we were going a fast factory, we probably would have gas taken already, right? So I wonder if this is just a one racks expand. Making a Marine. Keep checking this. Keep checking that geyser. Extractor pool on the way here from Soulkey. No crazy 3 hatch before pool builds from him today. Yeah, fair enough. Making a Marine, going for an expander Rooney. Okie doke. Let's maybe get a mouthful of minerals here. By a mouthful, I mean like a fistful, because this is an SCV and not a drone. Just waiting for that 400, and there it is. Bam, expansion. Okay. So supply depot's not walling yet. It's not a fast factory, but you don't need a fast factory, because this pool just finished, and there's 1 set of lings on the way. First 100 gas going into a lair, as is traditional in the current meta. Unless you're going for, like, you know, a 1 base early pool thing, in which case the 100 gas goes to speed instead. But we don't cast a lot of those games on the channel, and this is part of a cheese compilation, which I just put one of those up last month. If you missed it, my gosh, it was a lot of fun. About 10 games, heavily featuring Minnie, who's been cheesing a lot recently, and gets cheesed as a result. So if you want to check that out, check it out. Ask for a link, and I'll give it to you, because I read every comment anyone ever makes. Look at that bunker timing. But one ling slips on through into the main base. Slip on through to the other side. Beautiful. Gets a scout in, sees the extra racks. Now this, okay. All right. So I was told with no uncertain terms that if the Terran player walls off with supply depots, then it's Marines and it's SK Terran, but nope. Maybe it's a fake out here from RoyaL. Maybe he's like relying on the current meta reading of what's going on and trying to fake out Soulkey. But Soulkey got the read anyway. He still has the ling, and he sees the racks. He sees no factory. He's like, so you're SK Terraning me. You tried to make me think I was going factory on you, but I was not, or you were not. You were not doing that. Spire on the way, no real surprise. Marines doing all sorts of marini things. And at this point, we're just waiting for the Spire to finish, you know? Guess what? Another barracks! Hey, hey! Comsat 2. Comsatting to see if there's a Spire. We're preparing for Mutalisks. There you go. As though Mutalisks were already on the way. There's the scan. Sees the Spire. Sees the second gas and is like, this is a lot. Marines taking down this lurker egg. Third base coming up left side, relying on the Mutalisks to provide some kind of map control here so that the third base doesn't die, even though it's really not defended. Marine range on the way, +1 flyer attack, getting kicked in here from Soulkey too. So he's planning on investing into Mutalisks more than the 5 or 6 that are kind of standard. I don't know anymore though. Seems like a lot of the TVZs that I cast, Mutas are really being invested into more than the initial 5 or 6. So are those just the replays that I'm casting, or what? Is the standard more than that? Probably. Because players are just getting better with their Muta control, I think. So they're willing to invest more into them. Ah, he scans the third, though. RoyaL knows it's up there. The question is, can he get there? Because if you can get there, that's a win. Right? And hey, you don't know. This could be a sneaky twofer, right? This could be a game where RoyaL manages to get out there, shut that third base down, and win. And then I'm like, haha, sneaky twofer. Here's your second game for the day. Because you know how long this replay is. Alright, Muta's trying to get that turret. Can't get the turret. Okay, this is going alright. Muta count, about, 8. Still enough to get some work done. 7. Still enough to get some work done. They'd be working on that refinery if it existed, but it doesn't. Ooh, they force a cancel, and I think that was a starport. I'll bet that was a starport. And the Mutas get a cancel. They split the defense, but oh no! What did I tell you? Why did he just let this happen? Okay. The third base isn't dead. It's dead. It's not in trouble. It's dead. That's it. He's just trying to get some crazy value here. He needs it because his third base is toast. Sniping this refinery is pretty good. Not even really repairing it here is RoyaL. Okay, so there's no gas income for the Terran. Upgrades are going to be hard to come by. Getting science vessels out is going to be hard to come by. Getting anything that requires gas is now pretty much impossible. New refinery coming up in the natural base. So it's a 2-basing Zerg. This is really bad from Soulkey. Just gotta toss that out there. He's getting an evolution chamber. Moving into lurkers here on 2-base. But it's 33 SCVs to 25 drones, 2-base to 2-base. Floating a factory over the missile turret, so they can't be specifically targeted, although this seems like it was pretty well targeted. And maybe should be repaired before it explodes. I don't know. There's more stuff to worry about with these Mutalisks. Yeah, man. He made more Mutas. He got +1 flyer attack. Wait, did he? Yes, that did finish. Good. This is just Soulkey needing to get a ton of work done in order to keep RoyaL at home and slow him down to the point that it might work out for him to get lurkers out and win this on 2 bases. That's what this really looks at. These 4 Sunkens are going to be amazing with this move out. Maybe they were made too early, though. Oh, man. 2 base Queen's Nest. 2 base Queen's Nest. Macro Hatch. But where do you take a third? Where can you possibly protect a third base? What? I mean, if you have lurkers, this base, certainly, he escorts the drone up to make sure it's okay. I love that. Sees the 4 Sunkens and sees the lurker eggs and says, can't really bust this without any siege tanks or science vessels, and my ability to get science vessels was greatly delayed. I'm just now getting my science facility at 10 minutes. So that's, you know, it's kind of working out here from Soulkey. If he can win this, I'm going to be impressed. That is not an easy thing to do, is win a game 2 base to 2 base against RoyaL on Neo Sylphid. Not that the map really matters. There are probably maps where it's easier to do that, but yeah, look at this. By sniping that starport, killing this gas, he really slowed down the ability of RoyaL to get science vessels out. Managed to get a Valkyrie out, though. That's pretty good against this Mutalisk heavy tech. There are a couple Skurs to try to deal with that Valk if they can get the opportunity to get some connections on her. But this is beautiful. This is unbreakable until science vessels are out. And by the way, there's a science vessel on the way. Does he have enough gas to get Irradiate? Not yet. No, he doesn't. He's working on it. I imagine we'll get Irradiate started soon. Once again, Mutalisks that are sitting still are bad. They need to be out there paying for themselves, and if they're just hanging out, they're not giving any value to the Terran player. So they do kind of park up here, try to pick off some of these SCVs, while not taking hits from those turrets, but that turret placement is disgusting. He could not find an angle up here at the top of the map to hit these SCVs without these turrets firing on him. That was amazing stuff. Remember when I was like, we're going to see Irradiate soon, and then RoyaL was like, nah, I'm going to get tanks and medics with my gas instead, I guess. Defiler Mound is on the way. Another scan. I don't know what that was scanning. Either way, RoyaL's moving out. He is going to try to conquer something here, but my gosh, 4 Sunkens and lurkers. We've got a full 3 lurker stack here. I don't know if this is breakable, although there are some tanks. Remember when I was like, you need some tanks? That's what's happening. So here come the tanks. Consume's on the way, but it's not done yet. It is not finished. And all right, siege tanks. Softening science vessel does get sniped. That's huge for these lurkers. Scans are available, though. I imagine 3 of the Sunkens are already down. The 4th one getting targeted a little bit. There we go. Marines with range, firing on it. Siege tank 2, Sunkens down. Lurkers not really in a position to stop this. This march down the left side is insane. Yeah. You know what? This might just be a game where the Zerg player dies because their 3rd base got wiped out. The Mutas, though. Hold on. The Mutas get rid of the tanks, but he lost his natural base for it. Ugh. His Nat is gone. His 3rd is rolling, which is perfect, but now Irradiate's on the way. Another tank shows up. Oh my gosh. Yeah, man, look at these Marines trying to target that Nidus down. The Marine count, or the Muta count, is pretty good, but they're all pretty injured. The Dark Swarm is up! No frigging way. There's no way that Soulkey can win this game from here. He's down 103 to 63 supply. He got Dark Swarm, though, and we know what that does to every TVZ that's ever played, especially against SK Terran. It's insanely powerful. Radiate goes down on this Mutalist. Nah, Soulkey does tap out. Game 1 of our sneaky twofer is in the books. And I didn't even mention that Speed and Best were watching this. So yeah, that is what happened here. And at the end of the day, losing your 3rd base for nothing as a Zerg player pretty much means you're dead. Yeah, you might not die immediately. You might be able to hold on for another, I don't know, 8 minutes or so. But dude, come on. You let the Terrans sneak over here and kill your 3rd base? What are you doing? was just a failure from Soulkey to keep an eye on those Marines, make sure they didn't get across here without him knowing about it. You have to keep that third base alive. You have to. And he just didn't. It was a valiant effort. He got Dark Swarm up and everything, but at the end of the day, siege tanks, irradiates, science vessels. The siege tanks were key to breaking this 4 sunken lurker setup. And that's a win. So game 1 goes to RoyaL. Just deals with all the harassment. Loses a bunch of SCVs. Loses a refinery. His starboard is canceled or killed. But he just kept plugging along. Got a win in game 1 here. 57,000 to 49,000 points in favor of RoyaL. Outproduced the Zerg and outkilled the Zerg. If that happens, you're struggling as a Zerg player, even in only 14 minutes. And outspending the Zerg too. So yeah, all of these numbers in favor of RoyaL for game number 1. Let's see if Soulkey can play a little bit better. Let's see if Soulkey can do better in game 2 of our sneaky twofer. Hit that like button if you're enjoying this so far, and let's go. Game 2 is here on Polypoid. We're back. Speed and Sack are watching this time instead of Best. Bottom right, yellow Zerg. I love the yellow. It's Soulkey. Bottom left, it is RoyaL, who again just weathered the Mutalisk harassment so very, very well. He had a plan, he executed on it, and got kind of lucky that he snuck the Marines past Soulkey's Mutalisks to kill the third base. Not a bad win. But, just, I don't know. I think if I won a game that way, I would feel a little bit kind of bad. I guess. Anyway, Overlord Terry scouting up the wrong way. Terry the Overlord merch is available at falconpaladin.store. We've got Steve the SCV merch there too. So if you're into, you know, that kind of stuff, you can buy a hoodie, you can buy a beanie. We got stickers out there for like $5, not a big deal. And overall, pretty good time. We'll ship anywhere except for like North Korea and I don't know, like Syria. That's another place we won't go. So, what's the play going to be here for our 2 players? Nothing nuts. Supply depot, obviously not sending SCVs out to go for fast proxies on this match. It looks all the world like a hatch firster here from our guy Soulkey, who's playing under the name S and Money. I don't know. I know Soulkey has been duped into losing out on a bunch of money a couple times in the last, I don't know, 5 years or so, if I remember correctly. One of them was a rent deposit scam in Korea, where apparently in Korea, to get an apartment, you have to put down like thousands of dollars as a deposit. And if you end up getting scammed by someone who says that they have an apartment to rent you, send me the deposit, and then you do, and then they disappear, you're just out, man. I think that happened to him, which totally sucks. It totally sucks, man. Getting scammed is not cool. So yeah, poor Soulkey. He streams a lot too, and people do donate to him to help make up for the couple of times he's been out on a bunch of money. I think that's why money's in his name, I guess is the whole point I'm trying to make here. So, blowing off your high ground here for RoyaL on this opening. What the heck? Is he worried about early lings or something? The SCD says, oh, that's a hatch first. What was I worried about? Well, a pool first, I guess? On a 4-player map. Like, look, it's unlikely, but you don't want to lose to it, right? You don't want to lose to the Zerg player early pooled you and then got lucky and found you and then you died. That's not a good feeling at all. So this drone is all harassing and stuff, sees the gas timing and says, oh, this might be more of a factory play out of you this time, RoyaL. We'll keep an eye on it. We're not going to count our chickens before they hatch. Lair on the way, no big surprise. Overlord says, no tearing up here, but I guess I'll park my butt this location and see what's going on. Okay, so what's this gas going to go to from RoyaL? What is the play? Metabolic boost coming in with the second 100 gas. There is a barracks coming in, so second racks says, we're not opening mech. Not that we can't go there. Macro hatch guy? You look like a macro hatch guy. You certainly are. Ooh, big fan of macro hatches. So that usually indicates we're going to see more than the 5 or 6 Mutalisks on the opening, just because you need an extra macro hatch to make more than that, because your larva availability is not enough to make 9 mutas on 2 hatches. So we will see. Pow. I love slowlings chasing, honestly, anything. Yeah. It's pretty good micro out of Soulkey. It just takes way too many hits to kill an SCV. He's just here for the scout, boys. Wants to see that gas. He sees that he knows he's dead. Just making sure that this gas is coming up before he dies. Oh, is he trying to get out? What's behind the minimap? An academy is working on stim. We knew that because of the production tab, though. Okay, fine. So this is getting stim. This is trying to scout out some kind of an attack here. Sees exactly what it is. Sees that it's coming. Says, okay, let's get 2 Sunkens up. I don't think we need the full 3 with this group. 2 Sunkens is going to be enough. And the thing about RoyaL is he doesn't have to commit to this. Right? You're just trying to force... Oh, okay, maybe 1 Sunken is not enough, though. Hold on. Right? You're just trying to force the Zerg player to throw up some Sunkens, kill some of their own drones, hurt their economy, and then you can just turn around and go home. And then the Zerg player's economy is harmed and you didn't lose anything. Like, you're making this stuff anyway. Mutalisks are on the way. And like I said, I'm not sure 1 Sunken's enough. But, oh, there are fire bats here, though. Oh, gosh. That Sunken. The lings, the fire bats. Whoosh, whoosh. Any hit these fire bats are getting off against 0-0 lings are good hits. But the second Sunken finishes and Soulkey holds it off. Yeah, no need to engage here. 2 Sunkens are up now. Lings on the counterattack. You got any more fire bats at home? Every Marine they can kill is going to make it easier for the Mutalisks to hop in here. Where are the turrets? Oh my gosh. Dude, stim is so good. That Marine would have died without stim. I guess the turrets are inside the main base. Not as worried about the natural, but the Mutas can fly to the natural. Only has 3 Mutalisks, though. Doesn't seem like it's enough. All right. Well, there are more on the way, and a flyer attack upgrade just got kicked off. So, Mutaflock, fine. One of them really not fine. We'll see how he does. We'll see if he dies first. Range upgrade for the Marines. Turrets, we know how this works. So good. Man, so... I've seen Dune a couple times. I want to go see it again, but man, it looks like it's been pulled from theaters. Like the first week of April. I'm casting this on April 2nd, 2024, and Dune has been in theaters for about 5 weeks. Almost 5 weeks, right? And it's made, I don't know, $250 million US and another $300 million worldwide. I just don't know why they would get rid of it after 5 weeks of being in theaters, but we'll see. Ow, 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 ow. But seriously, Dune 2 is incredible. It's an incredible film. Cannot recommend it enough to all y'all. And look, you guys are watching StarCraft. You're nerds. Dune's right up your alley. Okay, so Soulkey again just doing Mutalist stuff. 3 turret stacks are hard to deal with, though. Even if you got like that 11 Mutalisk play going on, 3 turrets, you avoid it. You don't want to get in there. Oh, it's the snake statue. I love the snake statue. What's up, snake statue? Hydralisk Den on the way. Lurkers in the future here. It's not a full-on Mutalisks all-the-time type strategy. We've seen players do it. We've definitely seen Zergs try to pull that off before, but... So, +1 flyer not done yet. Oh gosh, it was a trap! Nice flank from RoyaL there. Holy Hannah. Queen's Nest on the way too. Every Zerg player is like, yes, finally a Queen's Nest. And a third base is up and not getting murderized. This is all good stuff from Soulkey. All right, any Ling, there you go. Ling attacks on missile turrets are good in this situation. Anything they can do to weaken up the turrets and assist their flying brethren is good news. Mutas still have to deal with 2 more turrets down here. Have to get on out of there. Lurker aspect on the way. Every Zerg player breathed a sigh of relief when they see that. Double starport coming in from RoyaL. And a +1 infantry armor upgrade here, too, to go along with the +1 they already have. Hive 2. So 9-minute Hive, even with all this early Mutalisk Link pressure. I like it. This is a pretty good play out of Soulkey. Doesn't seem that RoyaL's making a move for that top right base, but these Mutas need to make sure that that doesn't happen. Like, desperately needs to make sure that doesn't happen again. That would be crushing for that to be the case. Yeah, this has got to be a Hydralisk. No. Interesting. Thought for sure we'd make a couple Hydras up here, get them to the ramp, turn them into Lurkers as fast as possible. Wait, the ramp's down here. And then Lurker up that ramp. RoyaL making a big push for this bottom right. There are 4 Sunkens here with potential for a 5th as a creep call. Yep. 5th coming in. He's like, I don't have any Lurkers yet. So Sunkens are going to have to do a lot of work. Or, once again, busting up top right. Let's see. Let's see if RoyaL can make it up there again for the 2nd game in a row. Lurker Egg on the ramp, though. That's going to be impossible for Marines to bust, man. The one Lurker Egg on the ramp trick is ancient and overpowered as all get out. Oh, these things can't do anything. Okay, now the question is, this Lurker's going to pop and immediately die. And therefore open the way. So, another... Okay, buys enough time... Look at that Lurker evaporate. Buys enough time for another Lurker Egg to actually finish and get up there, and wow. That was close. That was really, really close to RoyaL busting up that ramp, and that would have been a GG. 100% would have been a GG, but that Lurker Egg just bought enough time for the other Lurkers to morph, and that Lurker Egg knew it was never actually going to be a Lurker for more than half a second. Fantastic. Fantastic display. Okay, so Soulkey living on the edge right here. That's something Tatosis have talked about in the most recent ASL, is that some Zerg players take huge risks, like Soulkey, for example, and, you know, try to get massive advantages off of that. And other Zerg players try to play it super safe and make it look easy, and that's like Hero as a Zerg player. He's just, you know, playing it safe, playing it easy, making it look like it's no big deal, trying to get into the late game, trying to get those Defilers out, you know, just doing everything. Radiate coming in. A supply block here from Soulkey at 12 minutes. Not ideal. Never ideal. Third base coming in left side from RoyaL. So, yeah, we know what RoyaL's up to, right? We know what the Zerg player's up to, too. Consume and Defilers. Radiate, Fire Bats. More Fire Bats, once the Defilers are out, are way more effective when the Dark Swarm starts popping. Grind. Okay, just melting the Marines here at the... Wow, Soulkey shutting down this third base with that +1 attack. 2. This has to be saved. This cannot die. 60 and dead. Canceled. Canceled, not killed, but still delaying that third base. It's a reversal of what we saw in the last game. I mean, it's not as game-ending for a Terran player to lose their third base at this situation where it's 3-2 bases. Obviously, and the third base is getting replanted immediately, which is fantastic. Another attack, maybe trying to push up this right side. The Mutas, maybe we overcommitted on Mutalisk. Maybe there aren't enough Lurkers at the top of this ramp. There are 3 stacked with the Defiler, with Consume, and the ability to throw down a Dark Swarm. So this is going to be a... There it is. Dark Swarm just gets popped preemptively. Irradiate on a Lurk. What did we irradiate? The Defiler? Whoa! no! D-Matrix Firebats charging in here. D-Matrix Firebat. Nope. No. Not enough. Oh my gosh, he made it out. Are you kidding me? That guy made it out of that. He charged up that ramp, led the charge, and somehow did not die. Managed to get back out down the ramp, and he's alive. That's incredible. Really good stuff. I don't know what these Marines are trying to do. They're not busting the front. Okay, Royal says my third base is delayed, but not a huge deal. Zerg player's not getting a fourth base anytime soon. What he is doing is making macro hatches, like these. Getting Nidus canals, like this. It always looks like a party down inside that Nidus canal, doesn't it? Like a rave is happening, glow sticks. It's probably super fun down there. Problem is, transiting through a Nidus canal is instantaneous, so like you only get the party for half a second. Yeah, Dark Swarm. Middle of the map stuff here. Royal's not really worried about it. As far as it allows for the fourth base, for Soulkey though, that's a pretty big deal. And behold, a fourth base. Ahem. And behold, a fourth base. There we go. Scourge up in case dropships try to show up here. No Scourge in this location. I guess because the 5 Sunkens make dropping in this area a suicide mission, so maybe don't do that. Go to Radiate, caught on the Defiler, but didn't pull back. Gosh, didn't pull back at all. My goodness. Free Science Vessel. Okay, Defiler died. Not a Free Science Vessel, but still. Didn't have to die. Mutafox still alive here at 16 minutes, which is not a given in game. Oh, it's battle cruisers. Battle cruiser curse! Is there enough from RoyaL to overcome the battle cruiser curse? Look, it's been done. It's like the Queen curse against mech. Does it work? Sometimes. Does it work at least half the time? No. Do battle cruisers work in the situation? Sometimes. Do they work half the time? No. Well, that didn't work out. Did all the mutas just die? No, some of them made it out. 5 actually are alive now. We're not going to make any more mutas. Unless we need one to go after science vessels who have been plagued. Chitinous plating on the way. We will see how RoyaL uses these BCs here in game numero dos, though. We'll take a look. Firebats, Marines. The Dark Swarm remains something of a safe space. Is he trying to avoid getting plagued here? I don't think Plague's been researched yet. I'm really surprised by that, by the way. I feel like Plague definitely should be researched by now. Once Consume is up, the next thing you do is Plague. This is a really strong push from RoyaL up this direction. Does Lings have Adrenal yet? Well, they do. And they win that battle with all of 2 HP, maybe as low as 1 HP for that Zergling. That was huge. Anabolic Synthesis. There's your Plague. It did get researched. Plague-oo! There it is. I just didn't see it come through. That's fine. I'm doing this like Tastosis. They don't get a production tab. They're surprised when Plague happens. I should be surprised too. Yamato getting researched from RoyaL. Well, Terrans are like, well, at least he's getting Yamato. So, will he use the battle cruisers as solo adventurers to go out onto the map and try to kill stuff by themselves in duos or trios like this? Or will he use them in conjunction with the army where they're better, I think. I just think of the games we've seen battle cruisers be effective against Zerg, they've been just part of the group. They're just added to the composition rather than going off and like getting plagued and getting killed by Scourge and embarrassing things like that. I don't know. He's doing the thing. I mean, we have seen situations where battle cruisers have been used to clear out Scourge that allow drop ships to get in somewhere. But we haven't seen really many drop ships today. One of the BC... Okay, that was really well executed by Soulkey. He knew exactly how many Scourge and Mutalisks he needed to obliterate those battlecruisers. And now this guy's joining the party by himself. These are not spores yet. It'd be helpful if they were spores, and they do get started up to be spores. 4th base topside here from RoyaL. 4 bases rolling. This has been a pretty consistent battle. Arena and Scourge wiping out this BC tube. So, Terrans are screaming at their monitor. Why? Why are you investing so much into battlecruisers that are getting nothing done? Good grief. What is some drop ships? Look at me not noticing the drop ships. We love a good drop, don't we? This drop is absolutely doomed. Okay, well, nope. Might have been one of the worst drops I've ever seen on the channel. Oh, busting in here, though. Okay, there's some Ultralisks, but the medics are body blocking them, so they can't get on top of the Marines. The Dark Swarm forces the Marines back anyway. Scourge on the science vessels do wipe them out. And I think Soulkey's in an okay spot right now. Yeah, because these are Ultras with chitinous plating, and your Marines are at 3-3, but kind of outnumbered. Great upgrades from RoyaL. Like, really fantastic upgrades. So you can try to bust in here again. It looks like, oh, he managed. No, he didn't. I'm going to say, did he kill something in here? Maybe, but not a lot. Yeah, Soulkey's deep into this Ling Ultra thing. The Firebats trying not to attack the Ultras as much, but they always do eventually. Scourge, no connections there. It was a little bit sloppy. Soulkey should have pulled those ones back, but I think he's macroing his face off. He's throwing up preemptive Dark Swarms. Base count is helping Terran right now. 5th base from Soulkey. There. Imagine if there were battle cruisers here to defend this base against the Ling Ultra. Imagine if you could Yamato the Defiler inside the Dark Swarm. How much better would that be? Instead of, oh, all the battle cruisers are dead, I'm sorry. Oh, irradiated Ultralisk. Don't just hide out in the Dark Swarm, guy. Go down. Go down strong. Somebody left a comment the other day that said, you should really just consume units that are going to die from irradiation. Like this Ultralisk is going to die from irradiation because he's already previously injured. But might as well. He's going to die anyway. There's no use in trying to save him. Forcing a liftoff on this 4th CC is for 5th. I don't even know what this is. Probably the 4th base, not the 5th base. Zerg player expanding south, feeling like he's got some decent map control here. Your radiates are causing problems. And that's the nice thing about dealing with Ling Ultra is you can lift the command center and just land it when the crisis is over. Plague does catch some of these science vessels. Only the one, though. Dude, RoyaL is kicking butt. Kicking butt. Taking names. Scourge, wow. Scourge, what the? Oh, that was a rally. You're like, what? Huh? Okay, got it. Ultralisk, Ling, fighting. Marines getting behind this mineral line. This group trying to attack into the natural base. The Suns are still here, and Lings and Ultras are kind of cruising out of this place. Not ideal. These guys are set up wonderfully, though. Just absolute unstoppable gods back here with their 3-3 upgrades. Lings, not okay. That Dark Swarm did not quite pop on top of those dudes, which is where it wanted to be. Plague him. No, he plagues the science vessels, catches his own Lings instead. Worth. That's a worth trade without a doubt. Is there some kind of a drop? No, it's... Oh, there was a drop. Nidus got killed. Either way, must have been a drop up here that killed a Nidus. Hey, they finally Dark Swarmed. Okay, so everybody in here is dead if they can't get out. And they could sort of get out. Dude, this group, though. Battle Cruiser, see, in amongst all the chaos, the Battle Cruiser does so much better, but I think that's it. 4th base from Soulkey is dead. 3rd base is gonna die. Yeah, he's got a 5th and a 6th base, but there's not much happening there. He's down 174 to 79 supply. RoyaL is healing it. Absolutely crushing it. D-Matrix Marine, I'm not sure that's necessary. He's worried about lurkers that might be up here, but it's not. GG! Soulkey taps out, and RoyaL is your winner. Oh, that was great. That was so good. Incredible. Little nice 2-0 from RoyaL here. His third base got canceled and didn't bother him all that much, did it? His battle cruisers did almost nothing down here. Didn't bother him all that much. He didn't lose a base, right? I think that's the biggest key as a Terran player. If you never lose a single base, that's when things start falling apart for you. And look, it's the same for Protoss and Zerg too. As we saw, that fourth base died, the fifth base died, Soulkey fell apart, and he was out. If we had a Ling Ultra style attack that killed this and killed this, then suddenly RoyaL's the one on the back foot, and he's the one that taps out. It's really just that. Oh, what is this guy doing? I gotta see what this guy has been doing. Little dropship guy, or that's a gal, who was piloting that dropship. Dun, dun, dun. Where are you? Where are you? Right, that's happening. No, these guys are hiding. Where's my dropship at? Battlecruiser heading up top right. We saw that guy do what he was doing. Where does that dropship come from? Here, we'll get some music while we're hunting. It's dropship hunting music. Oh, here it is. In the pipe, 5. So it's just a little group of 8 Marines with 3-3. No medics, no nothing. No fire bats. Just a completely homogeneous group of Marines. And did they accomplish anything? I don't think it really matters. And these Lings are like, we'll wait for you. Good spot by Soulkey, honestly. Really good spot. And then more stuff comes back. And man, the fact that Soulkey is able to spot this and deal with it while getting crushed up here, honestly, a little bit impressive. A little bit. That's all I'm saying. So GG. GG RoyaL comes out on top. Terran fans are happy. The Battlecruiser curse does not claim another victim in RoyaL here. Instead, he wins despite the curse. And it all really came down to the constant pressure on this base. I think it was under constant pressure from the point where it came up. The Dark Swarm protected it while it came up. But then there was always units coming, pooling up here, pushing. Drops were attempted. That drop was horrible. It didn't really matter. But yeah. Beautiful. What a beautiful game. All right, so GG RoyaL. That's a 2-0 sneaky twofer today for you. A lot of fun. 166,000 points from RoyaL, 159 from Soulkey. Did outproduce the Terran, got out killed by the Terran by wider margin, but not by a lot. Structures raised 5-6, negligible. And then outspending a Terran player in 23 minutes by only 1,200 resources. Yeah, 1,200 resources is not going to do it. It was good expanding, man. It was good macro from RoyaL, which, I mean, we know. We know what RoyaL is capable of. But man, he just looked like Soulkey was just having a tough time. That happens. You can't win them all. And RoyaL was on point on his horse today. I don't know what that means. I'm trying to say things, but we're done. Time to go. So well done. Fun twofer, fun Patreon game, and that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.